To begin, I am attaching a glue block to the bottom of the casting. This is a larger glue block, able to sustain a little bit better weight on there, and is attached via a faceplate to the lathe. I am using a 1/2-inch bowl gouge to cut back a lot of the maple burl that had been exposed after the resin level dropped off during the casting. This maple burl took in quite a bit of resin during the casting process, and yet it was still so there, so it took about 3 coats of finish at the end as well. I am using a round-tipped carbide cutter for this. I will use this throughout the greater majority of the rest of this turning as well. It works well to cut through the resin, and it does quite well with the maple burl. Just got to watch out for tool marks that are leaves behind. You'll notice I do quite a bit of sanding at the end. And here I am beginning to shape the outside of the bowl, as well as true the piece to the lathe. This will get it running a little bit easier, and I'll increase the speed here shortly as well. I'm currently at about 900 RPM, if I remember correctly. Now that the outside and bottom have been cleaned up and shaped for the most part, I have switched over to the top and the inside of the bowl. Here I am increasing the speed from about 900 RPM up to about 1250 RPM. Here I've gone ahead and zoomed in a little bit and left this part at 100% normal speed so you can get an idea as to just kind of how long it takes for some of these cuts to take. Here I'm coming back to clean up that outside just a little bit more and trim my rim a little bit as well. Make sure it's got the edge that I would like it to have. A little bit more of a rounded edge. And here you'll see me beginning the sanding process. I go from, I think it's 120 grit I start off with this one, and I take it all the way up to 600 grit. As you can see, I'm hand sanding for the most part, mostly while it's on the lathe, but once I stop the lathe I will go through and get out all the marks, the rotation marks that are left on there by using the lathe when it's running there. And also with the higher speed than which I'm sanding it at too, it creates a little bit of a deeper sanding groove in there. So I really had to take some time and go over this with my hands after each and every grit, and just to make sure that I was getting all of those rotation marks out each and every time. Otherwise you're left with lines all the way around the piece, and you'll see it all the way through every layer of finish that you put on there. So you have to make sure to take the time and effort and really get all those marks out of there, as you can see me doing here. And here I'm doing a little bit of a cleanup with some high grain Everclear, some high proof Everclear here, just to clean off any of the dust from the wood burl or from the resin there. Make sure you get it all nice and cleaned up. Get little brief glimpses as to how it'll turn out with the finish on there at this point as well. At this point I'm applying a plasti polish. This is stage 1 of a 2-stage process. This helps to fill in any of the little nicks that may be left in the resin, help kind of get those cleaned up and taken out. This is stage 2 of the plasti polish here. Any little nicks that may be left, this will really help fill them in. This is more of the paste side here. The first one's quite a bit thinner. This one's a little bit thicker, really fills in those pieces, and then this will give you a little bit of a shine when it gets done. Not a whole lot though. You'll actually see me come back and do a good wipe and clean off of this. And here I'm applying the first coat of finish. This is Waterlox Original VOC gloss. You'll get a nice good shine off of this. Now the wood burl that I used in here was very dry, very, very thirsty, and ended up taking 3 coats.
Ooh, she's pretty. I like her a lot. Alright, wood burl, drink up, drink up. Hello. What do you want to do? Goodness, she's pretty.
And there we have it. Nice, very pretty maple burl. Some spalting in there even. And some very pretty purple epoxy resin. A little bit of, added a little bit of mother of pearl in there. Give it a little bit of sparkle farkle. I hope you all enjoy. Stick around. You'll see what my wife had me do to modify it a bit for what she was looking for as a jewelry dish. And take care. Thanks for watching. I hope you like it. Remember to hit that thumbs up, and if you like this type of stuff, hit subscribe. Keep coming back. I'll have more for you all throughout the year. See you later. As you can see, I adapted a bud base into the middle of the bowl. Presented it to my wife like this. She seemed to love it. She absolutely loves the color choices. Of course, she loves the sparkle farkle. The burl in here is absolutely beautiful. She wasn't so much a fan of the fake flower bud base though. She wanted this for jewelry. So I had to make some sort of an adaptation for her, and it couldn't be anything too dramatic, I guess. I didn't want it to go crazy. But I did find that the hole in the middle of it here just so happens to fit a 1/2-inch dowel just perfectly. There you go. And with that, she's got herself a ring holder. And she can keep her bracelets and watch bands and frequently used necklaces down there. I've actually got some ideas for some future gifts. Don't tell her. But here is the finished product. She loves it. She uses it every day. I hope you enjoyed watching this video here. I hope this turned out quite nice. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments below. And remember to like and subscribe. And come on back next time. Until then, I wish you happy turnings.